to another video on my layouts, to another more railroading video on my layouts. And today I got a new local. By the title of this video, you can tell by the title of the video, I got a new local, which is what I'm here to show you guys, is my new local. And yeah, today on my layouts, I'm going to be showing you guys my latest run of the Athearn Genesis SD70ACU. This is the third run. This is one of the ones that I picked up for the third run. That being said, CP6644, the World War II memorial units, which I also got with CP7030, the Lord Strathcona units. Now you guys are probably like, how come you're not running 6644 with 7030? It's because I think I ended up deciding on putting both these Army units together. As you can tell, I got CP6644 in the third run of Athearn SD70ACUs right there, and 7020 running as a trailing locomotive, which is from the third run of Athearn SD70ACUs, and yeah. And I also have a DPU, not in the middle, but on the rear, and that is CP Maroon and Gray, scripted lettering here is unit number 7010. Just because it's my choice. Oh well. There will be other days where you guys can see me run 7030, and yeah. I can take this off the tripod just so you guys can get a good look at it, and yeah. And this model has more detailing added to it, so has that included. Right now I have the ditch lights dimmed right now, or the headlight dimmed and the ditch lights off is what I meant. Of course it has the axle lights, which is what the second one also has. So this is what I got for the third run. For the last run I got CP7020 with the NS version. For this run I got CP6644 with 7030, and yeah. And of course, third run also has the rotating bearing axles. Lighting's no good, so yeah, a lot of you guys probably already know that it has the rotating bearing axles also. Yeah. Which is what the second run has also. They did do another run in 2022, which was not too detailed, as the second and third run as Athearn ACUs are, and yeah. So yeah, let's get this train running, shall we? Turn it off and put the ditch lights on. Now you guys get to see some run-by views of the train, and yeah. And CP7, I already said that. CP7010 I got from the first run, along with 7006, an ordinary SD70ACU, which was 4 years ago, if I'm right, and yeah. Now I got the Wolfo running, so you guys could see a variety of model trains in this video, and yeah. And what I decided to do there is what you guys see here, is that I decided to add the EOT container car in the siding, into the siding of where the other container cars are right there. And yeah. And these container cars, what you guys can see, these container cars have those things installed into them instead of them having the couplers installed, like what the rest of my container cars have. I do have these type of container cars on, and these container cars are Walther's manufacturing. In case you guys want to know what manufacturing these container cars are. Specifically these ones. They're Walther's manufacturing. And I remember there was this one time I was putting one of these cars on and these things broke. So what I ended up deciding on doing is that I decided to take these things off and swap them out for couplers, which is sort of easier for me, so that they're not too hard to carry. Although I got no problem with carrying them, but I just decided to swap them out for couplers just because I wanted to, and it's my choice. And yeah. So yeah, those are Walther's manufacturing, and those container cars right there is Rapido manufacturing. And there's the rear end DPU. In case you guys are wondering why I didn't include that car onto the back of the trains, because I got a rear end DPU. That's why I didn't include this car on the train, and I ended up deciding on putting this into the siding instead of having it tucked away by itself in the closet. I decided to keep it stored right here on this track with the other container cars, and yeah. So, and also what I ended up deciding on doing is I'm gonna probably use these container cars as display possessions to make it look like they were dropped off, so that they can get unloaded or loaded by the intermodal container. And the rest of the cars I'm going to use for running trains. And yeah. Anyways, let's continue with the run-bys of the train here. And, yeah. guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this test and review on the third run of my the Athearn Genesis SD70ACU. And hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's a really good local and one's really good. It's just as good as the second one, honestly. And, yeah, first run is good too, but not as good as the second and third ones. Like, not that I'm saying that I don't like the first one. The first one was cool too, especially if I got me two interesting locals from the first round. Of course, the second one was awesome, and of course, the third one was just as good. And yeah, especially if they're getting more detail. And yeah, I really like how they're getting a lot of model trains these days. They're getting more detail, which is how they're supposed to be and how they should be. And yeah. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll lay out this test and review of my third run of Athearn Genesis SD70ACU. See that thumbs up, subscribe, turn notifications on, leave comments, and I'll see you guys in my other videos. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you all later.